back to the second session. So now let's go to Unit 5 on page 60 and page 61. So if you open your book on page 60 and page 61, you will see a reading, Migrating African Animals. So now I will play the listening track 70 for you, and then we will talk about the difficult words.
A. Listen and read. Migrating African Animals.
Every year, millions of animals in Africa need to find food. Some do this as part of a large migration. Migration is when animals move from one place to a new place. They move to find food. Wildebeests, zebras, and antelopes are animals that migrate. They travel from Tanzania to Kenya. Both countries are in East Africa. The migration is about 1,800 miles long. This is like walking from California to Illinois. These animals are herbivores. They do not eat meat. They eat grass and other plants along the way. The journey can be dangerous. When the migrating animals cross rivers, carnivores will try to attack and eat them. Carnivores like lions, leopards, and crocodiles eat only meat. The migration happens over a year, but it's common to see many migrating animals from July to September. This is a popular time for tourists to visit. They go on a safari to see the animals. Watching the animals move in big groups is a great experience. Would you like to see this annual migration? Then go on a safari.
Okay, now you have listened to track 70 already. I want you to go to the first paragraph. Every year, millions of animals in Africa need to find food. Some do this as part of a large migration. Migration. What does mean migration? So migration will refer to the movement of animals. Example, they live in this place, but then next month they want to move to a new place. That's we call migration. Okay, migration. The verb is migrate. The noun is migration. Migration I spell migration, right? Migration. And the second paragraph, these animals are herbivores. They do not eat meat. These animals are herbivores. So what does mean herbivores? So herbivores will refer to the type of animals that eat only plant and grass. They don't eat meat, right? Like horses, like cows, like giraffes, they are herbivores because they do not eat meat. They eat only grass and other plants. And for the third paragraph, you will see the word carnivores. The journey can be dangerous. When the migrating animals cross rivers, carnivores will try to attack and eat them. Carnivores. So carnivores, it is the opposite word of herbivore. Herbivore refer to animals that do not eat meat, and carnivore refer to animals that eat meat, like lions, leopards, and crocodiles. Okay, so these are the three difficult words of Unit 5. Let's go to Unit 6. Unit 6 on page 70 and page 71. When you have germs. When you have germs. So now you are going to listen to track 82, and then we will talk about the difficult words.
A. Listen and read. When you have germs.
Sometimes you don't feel well. You catch bad things called germs. Germs are small. You can't see them. How do you know when you have germs? You may have a cold or a cough. You may have a fever or a runny nose. A fever fights germs. Your body gets hot and the germs die. A runny nose fights germs too. Germs die when you blow your nose. What should you do when you have germs? Don't spread the germs to your friends. you should wash your hands often. You should take medicine and drink lots of liquids, like water or tea. But the most important thing is to get some rest.
Okay, now you have listened to track 82 already, and the only difficult word in this reading is germs. Germs. So germs will refer to viruses that can cause disease, right? So to make sure that you don't have germs, you have to clean your hand every day, okay? 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times every day. Germs. Now let's go to Unit 7. Unit 7 on page, can you tell me the page of the reading of Unit 7? It is on page 84 and page 85, and the title is Transportation Around the World. Transportation around the world. Now you are going to listen to track 95, and then we will discuss about the difficult words.
A. Listen and read. Transportation around the world.
A gondola is a type of boat. You see gondolas in Venice, Italy. Venice doesn't have any roads, so there are no cars. Instead, people travel by gondolas on canals. A canal is like a road, except it is filled with water. Tuk-tuks are like motorcycles, but they have 3 wheels. Tuk-tuks first became popular in Thailand. However, now you can see them in many cities around the world. Most people use tuk-tuks like taxis. They are a good way to travel in cities with lots of cars. Traveling by dog sled is popular in countries near the North Pole. In some countries, like Norway and Sweden, some areas are covered in snow. It is impossible to use a car. Instead, people use sleds. A special type of dog called a husky pulls the sled. Huskies are strong and fast.
Okay, now you have listened to track 95 already, and can you tell me what does transportation mean? The title is Transportation Around the World. What does transportation mean? So transportation will refer to the way that people travel, right? We travel by bus, we travel by taxi, we travel by train, we travel by airplane, or we travel by walking, we say on foot. That's we call transportation, the way that people travel or move, okay? And the first paragraph, you see a gondola is a type of boat. Gondola, it is a type of boat, right? Gondola, Gondola. And for the last paragraph, you say it is impossible to use a car. It is impossible to use a car. So what does it mean impossible? Impossible. So impossible will refer to some things that we cannot do, or we cannot achieve, or we cannot happen, or it is very, very difficult to happen. That's we call impossible. Okay, now we have finished Unit 7. Let's go to Unit 8. The reading in Unit 8 is an interesting ride. So now you are going to listen to track 107, and then we will check the difficult words.
A. Listen and read.
An interesting ride. Hi, I'm Samantha. My family went to the desert for our vacation. We camped there. We rode camels to visit some pyramids. I learned a lot about camels on our trip. In some ways, camels are like horses. But horses cannot live in the desert. Camels can live in the desert because their bodies are special. Sand blows in the desert and can get into the camel's eyes. Camels have protection for their eyes. Each eye has a clear eyelid to protect it. It also has 2 rows of eyelashes to keep the sand out. A camel can live for 6 months without food or water. Camels have special humps that store fat for energy. The hump stores fat every time the camel eats and drinks. Camels have wide, flat feet. Their feet help them walk in the sand. Each foot expands and flattens the sand to make it easier to walk on. I love riding horses, but I also loved riding a camel.
Okay, now you have listened to track 107 already. Let's go to check the difficult words already. And the animal in the picture is camel. Camel, right? And where do camel live? They live in the desert. Desert. So desert will refer to an area covered with sand or rocks or ice. That's you call desert. Desert. And we also learn about the word eyelash, eyelid, protection, and also the word hump. So normally a camel has a hump and some camels has two hump, right? Okay, now let's go to the last unit, the last reading on page 104 and page 105. Summer in New Delhi. So New Delhi is a capital city of India. So now let's listen to track 119 and we will check the difficult words.
A. Listen and read. Summer in New Delhi. This is Aditya. He lives in New Delhi, the capital city of India. In summer, the monsoon season lasts from June to September, so the weather is hot and wet. Sometimes it gets very hot in New Delhi. The temperature can reach more than 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's boiling. Many people enjoy the monsoon rains because they bring cool temperatures, wash away the dust, and make the city bright and clean again. If it gets that hot this summer, Aditya will go swimming at India Gate with his friends. They can stay cool there. India Gate is a large and beautiful park with lots of green areas. You can go on picnics and sit in the shade under the trees. There is an aquarium as well as a playground where you can buy ice cream. Sometimes it's better to stay cool at home in the afternoon when the weather is very hot. On the weekend, Aditya likes going to the playground and going skateboarding. If it's a rainy weekend, he stays at home. If it's wet this weekend, he will play board games.
Okay, now you have listened to track 119 already. Let's check the difficult words. The only difficult word in the reading is temperature. 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 T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-A. Temperature. Temperature will refer to the level of heat in your body, whether you are hot or not. Okay? Temperature. 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 Okay, so now we have finished reviewing all the difficult words in 9 units of Hangout 4 book, and tomorrow we are going to continue to review the grammar point, the more difficult words, and what you need to do in your test on Friday. So this is the end of today's video, and see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.